on. Oh, Mike. Working on the mic. I don't need it. You hear me?
Okay. I don't see any pictures of this, so she looks.
I see names. I don't see pictures. Everything disappeared. Enough. Come on. Yeah. This is no shots. The little picture is, I guess, it's this whole set of starting. Many of you will hear of the mice of the Shiur, nice way. So what happened was that it seemed that their claim, whatever this person moved on, was that their experience was to put the lie in the Immaculate Conception, and therefore to Christianity. That's basically my Mashiach to them. So that's the basic story. From the way that they know it, so both of them spoke to Shem Shemaim, and they named their kids after their father in order that the people should understand, no matter how big a tzaddik you are, and how big whatever it is, if there is nobody else there except tzaddik and tzaddik, the kid is going to come from those people. There is no supernatural way to get children. That is the way. So even though the wife is a tzaddik, you say Reuven, and then Taylor says Avis, usually don't, even though he's doing. So obviously it's kind of essence. And they were advised themselves for all time. Because they could have called themselves the kids any name. And in 20 years, people would have forgotten the whole mindset. They told my grandma that their husband was a soldier, he got killed or whatever it is. He made up any mindset he wanted. But they would advise themselves for all time, calling them, this is from my father, and this is from my aunt, which is a more noble way of putting it, but it means the same thing. Okay, so therefore, the one who was advised herself more is the Chayre more, the one who brings out this point. So therefore, she should get more schar, and the Gemara seems to say that they got less schar because Yistobam is by Moyok, Yistobam is by Amma, you know how to check it on the wall. And by Moyok, you're allowed to rob them, what equal. So, she should have been better off. I claim that the Benson is trying to say, it's my claim. And we'll see what's the main kind against Ammon and Moyok, supposedly that we know, that the kid was my Balak, right? Which is the person who he said to. But Ramai said, the Taylor says, it does it. Can I tell you? Taylor in Parshas, the Seforim says, he's talking, he sends a brother to the mountain to see Chum. Again, he says, he sold me food. Umayim bakesef people, maybe water. Kasher also even a ace of vibration, say, yeah. But Hamoyov, Hamoyov, because it's nefarious that the Moyavim did sell them food. So what was it? So why would we say that they keep listening by mind by welcome? It's not true, right? So the idea is there in Parshas he says two reasons why, and each one I kind of goes for one of the two. What's the question over there? Yeah. Le'yove amani me'yove tal Hashem, גם עדי הסילי, על הדבר אשר הקים מועצת במים הלכת, בתרצת מצרים 1, ואשר סוחר הלכת הסבילו בבלק. So the one for after King Moisel, that's for Amma. That's your Sochel is for Member, that's for Moisel. That was it, but if they wouldn't have done it, and they would have been able to come into Quality soil, not because they're more market than anybody else, but they weren't caught at it. That's the point. Because they did feed, they did so. Why did they sell themselves in a good heart? Because they wanted they were robbing them. So if they're robbing them, you might as well sell it to you. At least that will want some money. But we don't want to give it to you all, but you're taking it anyway. So we might as well sell it to you. So, but that enough is to take off the call. Because by the goyim, as long as you don't see the thing, they can't even be market, then they can't see the market toy. It's a schwere Sache, even by Jeden ist es schwere Sache, come on. But we need these types. So now, Balak, who this again is going to take a different Russian. We have, and this is going to understand again, the Russian are made not for troops. That doesn't mean it can't be true. That doesn't necessarily have to be true. What it means is there's a lesson to be learned from there. That's the main thing. That's the reason why, because otherwise you didn't have a machlekes in the Russian. Moshe, how old was it? Was Ya'akov? How old was Yitzchak by the Akeda? 3 years old, like the kids. 37 years old, when we figure out the Chumash. Like, what is it like the thing? How old was it? There's only one age. It wasn't 120 Akedas. Only one Akeda. Which is the fun. When was it? That what it was. This is lesson. Avram was not your brother of what age? Different stories about it. Again, the same thing is this lessons to be learned from. Whatever the lessons are, nothing here. That's something the person has to figure out. So what is one of the lessons? One of them from the Gemara, the talks about that when David HaMelech came to fight what he called it, rebellious. And if he won, Shalom Melech won the thing, and Shalom Melech was talking about the Malchus, stuff like that. And David Adoni, who was already an enemy of his, why I don't know what the jealousy was at that time. But the mindset, who was already not a friend of David's, said, who says he's kosher with Bahal? Because it says he comes from the Samayaviyah, right? So then they came along with Gaushi, Moyavis. And if they did, until what's his name, the nephew came, the cousin, he came, and he showed the first time he was running the Shmuel Mosi, that Moyavis, so Mashma, she's a Moyavis, right? It's a thing there. Right? Whose granddaughter was she? Whose daughter was she? She was Edward's daughter, supposedly, who is Balak's great granddaughter, something like that, right? Balak was not a Moab. Balak was in a Johnny. It says here, Rashi brings down that the king came, they made the king from Midian and the servant from Moab. They made that peace treaty. That's what Balak, that's why it says Balak, the Chiba Melech Moab Beisahi. At that time he was king. It doesn't mean he was the hereditary king. They made him king at that time. So therefore he wasn't even a Moabite. So what was the Shiur of Day? They're all together. And with us, that's not the issue. The issue was whatever they want to run over with the teaching of Russia, the Moabites, that we have to know anyway, in some way. So I'm saying. So it's not negated to the point, but this saying it takes off a lot of kashis. Anyway, it says on him that Moab, Kilavu, Yokots, Moab, means. So Rashi says, Yokots is similar to what Rivka says by Kotsu Chaya. My wife is not with but nice face. She saw there, it's over by Esau, all that. And this thing they should really like this is not my nachas. This is terrible. And God will drive me dead. And anything else. That's the case. So that's the same feeling that Moab had. That they just pushing, they just took over the country, they're taking everything, they're doing everything like that. Sometimes if you really want to have that feeling, I don't know if you do or not, Brooklyn or Manhattan, you can have it like in Chinatown. And Chinatown is packed. And the guys back up like crazy. And they drive like you should go in. And the one funny thing is, they give you the same credit to be like that. They don't curse you, them that way. No. But this is the way you drive. Drive like that. They were once in Brooklyn, they were once on 8th Avenue. Now 8th, 7th, 6th, 5th, 4th Avenue. The whole place is full of them. Right? The Kotz Chaya with whatever it is, they like, I'm here, I'm a Yankee, I'm along here. No, you just like to say, they're taking over. I mean, but the idea is to have a little bit of a shtickle understanding of what's Kotz Chaya. I mean, in other words, like they just took over where they come from. They don't even have signs in English on the blocks and stuff like that. That's the time. Okay, so it means that they can't do anything about it. You owe a favor to somebody. It means that he's allowed to go in to make your life miserable. Is that the tachlis of it? I don't believe that's so. I'm definitely the guy who's making my life miserable is going to get him back. And guys fight with their brothers and their sisters and their things. You're bothering me. So get away from me. I mean, whatever it is, you're going to find there's a kindness that, you shouldn't bother me. So you have no time. If you bother me, you have the time to beat you back. So that's what they're doing. So what is the time and dancing on that? I think there. So then I say, I think that's the time that cannot be across or hard to do it. They Taki went when college, when Balak went, he said to him, I want you to dinner, but chase him away from the land. Get away from me. It'll be there. Bilam, when he repeats this, Kodesh Baruch Hu, and he'll keep both with Tzibberis and Minimum. So Rashi says I'm only working if I give genocide on that. I don't do it for just minorities. And Bilam and Balak agreed. That's the time on Balak. No, if Balak would have just been the chase away, I don't know if there'd be a time on Balak. But said that you agreed to Bilam's time. I'm only working on this condition, and you still accepted it, it's fine. Now, I have written down in the, I've shown the work, like the political ideas of recognition of how to get a guy to work for you, he's reluctant Because you got to realize there's tremendous reluctance on Bilam to go fight Moshe. There are two mice with Moshe Rabbeinu already in his lifetime. One was a little kid. Moshe was a little kid. He was a yoetz to Paro. He told him to kill Moshe, and he didn't. So first of all, he read the Moshe death from the beginning, and Moshe became the Melech. And then when Moshe became the Melech Kush, he had a fight with Bilam at that time. When Bilam was trying to capture the city, and he defeated him. So he's reluctant to start up with Moshe. No question about it. He has that reluctance. So the question was, how do you get him in to actually go against it? You can bribe him, but the question is, how much is fear against bribery against, and how much is Gaiva involved in? And how they play, how Balak played him to get him from one to make his pride be able to admit and felt that once he's not going to go, he's going to find some other excuse of not coming, whatever it is, or ain't going, and whatever it is. This was the discussion at the beginning, and the whole political thing of how they typed it up. That's a thing in itself. Okay. Anyway, Grashon tells Bilam, don't go. And Rashi mentions over here by the fact that the Grashon is even though he only meant it, the Grashon only meant it to get involved in a conversation with him and stuff like that. He took it as the Grashon not understanding, not knowing who he's here. We have a similar Rashi back in Peyod that where are you? Yekov, the Grashon is, he told me, I'm hiding from you. I mean, so he doesn't know where I am, so if I can hide from God, I mean, that's understood who we're talking about. We're talking about doing it, whatever pshat is, whether we know what pshat or don't know pshat, that the pshat is, the soil will come to you, right? So somehow Bilam had some kind of a navi, a big navi, whatever that means. Okay, so he's a big navi, he doesn't know God, who God is. If we believe that what God's supposed to be, so Bilam didn't know, didn't believe, can't believe it's honest. And other Mauritian, for sure not, other Mauritian, the what he called Maisi Kappa, Kodesh Baruch, and he's the thing that mentioned. He made him, he's the thing that they're talking about, he's the Iker of the Bria, or that the Nation created. He doesn't know that the Nation, who the Nation is. Don't make any sense. So I learned is it could be this way. That basically, however the Nation did this with the Rambam, said you gotta believe it, or I have other source, it doesn't make it, I'm not going into explaining that. But the question, how does free speech, free choice come against what do you call it, the fact that the nation knows the future. In other words, if I know that this is going to be, so how is this our free choice over here? So that's a kashi, which is it's hard to understand. So however you understand it, it means there's some place the nation will tune out, whatever that means. The thing that in your bechira, your nation is not going to get involved. It's your bechira. Now, you don't want to get out of bechira, he gets involved. No, there's Yechaber Hashem is like power. Power, he doesn't have any choices. I'm doing this. You can have this much show, you can have this. But when it's free choice, Vareva, and mitzvah, that's free choice. That's bechira. Now, convention doesn't choose for you. There are Christian sects that actually the convention does do that. That's what they have to give for the grace of God of the lie. Those who believe that they're totally in grace. That's nothing to do with bechira. That's the word convention. Maybe it's tzaddik, some may be a tzaddik, maybe a Russian. It has nothing to do with me. So you're right. So then we have a big problem. But they believe in bechira. They knew that the convention made bechira. When does the bechira start? Does it start, or what does it end? With the chet itself, or all the things that have to do with the chet? Over here, Willem was trying to figure out ways to go, knowing the Reuven doesn't want him to go. So therefore, when the Reuven pulled out from his Bechira and playing around with both. And by other Mauritian also with the same thing over there. He ate for the Yitzhadas again. And the question was, Ayeko, where you are hiding from me from the Yitzhadas, at what point is it go off? The fact is to win there. That's the point I think is the issue, not us, because they didn't believe. They didn't know when, at what point does the Bechira become and go. And that is what the shade is. Anyway, he goes. And then, he says that at the end of it, you got to understand whatever Reuven is going to put in my mouth, that's what I'm going to say. But the Reuven doesn't want him to go. And you see this, the Reuven tells you, I don't want you to go. And then he says, you want to go? Go. Right? Does not mean I gave you a choice. That's the point. You got to get that to understand that. The same thing goes with your president, with your parents, and your rebbe, or anything else. It's by Moshe Rabbeinu going by Harav, and he goes and dies. Shlach l'cha, you want to send. I'm not behind you. And the thing over there. So here's the same thing. Telling you, don't go. You want to go? Go. But you're taking responsibility. That's the point that you have to understand. Anyway, so Willem went, and when he goes, man came out, and he's going, and a Malach comes to stop him. Malach, Rashi says, the Malach Rachman. What does it mean by Malach Rachman? He means, what was the purpose of the Malach? The Malach was out there to kill him, or the Malach was out to save him? So the Malach was out to save him. He was trying to show, to scare the donkey, and maybe he realized that something is standing in my way, we'll go back. That was the cheshbon that should have happened. On the other hand, he was so stubborn at that point that he just kept eating the donkey up. And you have to have a basic kashi here. In other words, what was the purpose of this grace of the Piyos? He also is one of the 10 creations of Ben Hashmoshes, nice separations. Take it out, says the invention made the Piyos, the animal to speak. Okay. So the figure should be something major. What did he say? He asked him the two sentences. One, he asked him, why did he beat me up? He says, he made fun of me. And if I would have had a chance, I would have killed him. And I said, I ever do this to you before? And the conversation ended the whole story. That was so important, this conversation, to record it and tell it without me restricting. And this thing, what did it teach me? I think it's a tremendous lesson maybe for people, all people. That you should know most of the time you have a fight. And after a while, you may get into points where rage takes over. And you're not thinking properly anymore. And at that time, you know it's not good. At that point, you got to ask two questions. In other words, why am I in this massive of rage? In other words, what happened? And that's what she asked. What happened? Three things happened. First, he was on the road, don't run off the road. The second one, the tighter form, she got in. The donkey pushed his foot against the wall. He pinched it. And the third one, she sat down. There was no way she could move, so she sat down and didn't refuse him. And he went from just hitting it. I don't know how he hit it the first two times, but the third time it says, with a stick. In other words, it's just strap, it's just thing depends a little. It's not so hard. A stick is a lot harder than a strap. And this thing over there. So in other words, the rage got to the point, and he says, if I would have had a sword, I would have killed you. And why would you kill me? You need me for riding, right? No, my rage at this moment is so strong that I don't care whether I have to walk or walk. It doesn't care if you're dead. I don't have anything. There's a pride for it. Pride that makes the rage, the anger, the upset, whatever it is. But you reach such a madrigal. If you ask the question, like, what did the animal actually do with this? Just from this to this to this. What could have happened? And then the donkey said to him, the best was, why didn't you think, did I ever do this to you before? You would have thought about that, and he answers, why? That's the end. Now, at the end, he realized himself that once he says that, but the donkey asked him, did I ever do this to you before? I never did it to you before, so then why did you think I did it to you this time? I just wanted to, all of a sudden, I decided to turn on you. So if you think about that, you never would get angry. You don't understand that it can't be what I'm imagining. I'm not out to make fun of it. It's not out to do this. It's some other cheshbon that's involved here. I don't know what it is, maybe, but I don't know what to get angry if I don't know what it is. I mean, my only reason I'm getting angry is because I'm giving a reason why they're doing it. Wants to make fun of me. Wants to do this and it. That's why I'm getting angry. But if I take away that reason from you, so then all of a sudden you don't get angry. You wonder what's happening, what's going on. That's the end, except the talk that you know the monkey's going to talk. Literally would ask the monkey, why are you doing this? And when the Malach shows up and he says, no, if you don't like it, I'll go back. Obviously that doesn't mean too much. And he tells you the same thing. Obviously you're lost already. And we got to understand. It says also that he lived with the donkey. He has the relationship with the donkey. And he's a Russian. And he's a gangster. He's no good. Why? Why you should give him if he's lover, so you have a reason why, because maybe God said he spoke to him once before over there, don't touch Ya'akov. So therefore, maybe I need another for the guy around here. I gave him already. Even though he's a gangster. But the Chayy, was tzaddikim among the goyim. I don't need to show you. And the reason says Rashi gets down why they have to do was the main show because the goyim shouldn't have a time that if we would have had the being, we also would be good guys. Since he sent the bill, what's the condition? Moshe Rabbeinu, oh, I'm not tzaddikim, he sent us a Russia. I sent you tzaddikim already. There's 8 Nevi'im before Bilam. Eve, it's 3 friends, it's 4, it's 5, what do you call it, Chanech, 6, Eve, 7, probably the 8th, there's an 8th, you have 7 Nevi'im before the other tzaddikim. What do you need this bug for? And obviously the 7 tzaddikim didn't work. The goyim are not interested in listening. They got get down and got to be honest, you got to be this, don't give me that kind of stuff. That's not good. So it's unfair. By Yidden, you got a tailor, you got a subs, you got to be in that text just to go back to the tailor. But the goyim, how do you get us to go back? Okay, I'll give you a navi that you can understand. Right? This is going to be as you are. It's all about time that you are. He's going to sit with you in the casino. And he's going to play cards with you. And he's going to win every time. And every time he's going to tell them, you must be cheating, you must be right. They'll finally take all his clothes off him, and he's still winning. Now they ask him, how come you can't believe? What's your secret? I believe in God. Yeah. He if we believe in God, we also won. Yeah, it also. So he was probably the biggest guy who was able to get more people back to God, to believe in God, than anybody else. Because if you believe in God, you will win. And therefore, Roman believe in God. And that's the thing. He's very successful about that. So he was successful Roman. I started out the same kavonis that we want from a guy. That's by you, by you. That's what you want from by us. No, we don't kill everybody. You know. But he had the same Titus and Signates always that they have. So what made them in Russian was able to get that? I'm not going to get that activities. But I assume it was a Matan Sulki. The same thing. I don't understand any of the truths that I don't know. But it's based on the Gemara. That's where the rumors come. Come to Israel, or the rumors come. And who's the man is? Kind of risk as a chat. I only saw it one time. Still on graph paper. I learned it out before they made it into Seforim. So you can see. But it was on Chumash. And he said that the pshat is that there's only one Navi, there's only two Nevi'im that the Nebuah is stale. But they give Nebuah is not necessary to make something stale. That's the important one. For instance, Moshe Rabbeinu didn't know was stale. Right? Miriam and Aaron also believed that Moshe Rabbeinu's Nebuah is stale. But does he have a bigger Nebuah than they had? They didn't believe that. So therefore, as far as they know, because Moshe on the Moed never told them that then his Nebuah is different. They make a difference. My Nebuah is there, your Nebuah is not there. All the Nebuah did not add anything to the They were only mechazik. That's what Sifru Teras Moshe Abdi, which is the Balak and so forth. That's the only thing that the Navi does. That's all. They're not any halachas or anything else. They're not Vedas, they are because whatever it is. Or we run out of the opponents, and wherever you want to shut. But those are the things. Obviously, but there's no rules. But Bilam was also there. So even though he was a lower level Nebuah, see that in the end, this Nebuah was by Ya'akov, not by Yikra, and that's what Moshe Rabbeinu wanted to write down by Yikra, by Ya'akov, that's the Aleph there. He wanted to say that I'm like anybody else, I only speak at night, I don't have to do, you want to know that thing, that the nation wanted, that you know that it's that they're not the That's one of the unique that we have, is that Moshe Rabbeinu is that they're not the And he wanted to regard it to everybody. That's what he wanted. Moshe Rabbeinu has another big one to say. So this is a thing. So other than Ya'akov can't be tighter. Yes. Now let's see what he said, but I don't see any tighter in it. But anyway, I mean, I guess halachas or something, or what you have to do. They live in a that's true. We have other Nebuahs, but he was not tailored, and some other Nebuahs that exist. Okay, so what is it? So anyway, by Balak finally comes over there to Balak, and Balak takes him around, and he tells him, I want you to build 7 bases and then everything. Now, the Rashi is a little further down, I think. I can't see it's a video here. But next Nebuah, what he said to him, I created 7 brachas for you. And 7, I brought up a cobra when I went to the power on each one. Right? While all the others together built 7 bayachs, but in all of them, they only brought up 1 ayah. That means 6 of them had no korbanos on it at all. Right? They never brought korbanos the others. Says, okay, they brought Brochim, they brought. In other words, Shlomo, just they brought to bring an oil, you don't find that they brought except over there. By the Harav Reuven. That's it. Why not? So why did they put these bayachs? I usually show them these bayach. I usually show them Hashem, whatever this bayach or we have it 4 times. What is the point of building of this bayach? And this bayach is a declaration of people who you are. Now, they can buy a building at Seva. You have columns in front of the guy's house. Why do you have columns? Still got there. Oh, this is mine. This is me. Something like that. So also, I put away my tzeibah. My tzeibah says, I'm a big son man. I got to this much, and that's it. If I'm a big man, that's one type of person. A person who doesn't feel he has to grow anymore. He has a shlit already by his name. Doesn't have to grow. I'm finished. I'm retired. Right? And then there's the new guy, your guy. Okay, now you're 98 years old, but you still made a year. You're still going to produce it, but you got to produce. Right? That's a mizbeach. Mizbeach is, I'm this much, I'm going to add another stone. I want to get bigger and stuff like that. So it's a declaration of who you are. What did you put in front of your house? In other words, that was important. It has nothing to do with being your code or not. Obviously, the code is then to the declaration to whatever you believe. But that's all that I'd say by Son Hashem L'Kecha, and I must bear the Hashem loves. But Lamaisa, that's a different uptype of who you are, what you believe is the purpose of life. Keep growing, you're not with the point. Okay. And then it says, and he does it because he did it, he's fair and nothing more. Now, with what did Bilam know more than anybody else who did? That's which is supposed to be higher than Moshe, whatever this means, is that he knew the second the bench gets angry. The bench is chesed. Don't ask me what I'm talking about. The bench is chesed. Right? And therefore, chesed can't, by the seas, can't produce bad. Right? So how does he produce bad? How does he give unsheen to the world? Right? So there's a second in the day that what shad is that the Einish comes out. And if someone can be tolerable at that time, the thing there, then the Einish will be pushed towards that person, that army, that city, that town, that whatever it is. It can be done if you can do that. So Bilam knew when to do it, when that time was, and how to do it is a good question. They all haven't got that too straight, but the idea is somehow we got in the beginning of the call, we got in the swirl in the call, we got something in there, somehow, it's a split second, so I'm just going to get saying a split second. But that split second, he's able to get something that eventually will know to which to act on. And the Rebbeinu Shalom did not act on it. And this is what the Haftarah says, that Pshat is, what was the chesed that mentioned did with Kais or Tam Balak, he did not get angry. So therefore it was not Chal the clothes, because that wasn't the tzid. The Bensham was angry, the clothes would work. But Pshat is the Bensham didn't get angry, nor that his clothes shouldn't work. That's what happened. So he now, all of a sudden, the world was still the same. He just finished person call, so nothing happened. So that's where he says, I don't know what happened. I don't know about you stay here. You call Hashem because maybe God will meet with me. And tomorrow, Hashem, and I'll see what God is going to tell me about what happened, what was wrong over there. So he finally meets the Reuven, knocks him off. That's I don't know if it's because of this mindset of another, but I think was a guy who was an epileptic. Caesar was an epileptic. They thought he was the holy man in Rome. What does epilepsy have to do with this? They are, the Indian is, the Venetian talks to the being only in sleep. And therefore, if normally I'm not in sleep, Genshin wants to talk to me, what's he going to do? He just knocks me out, puts me in a trance, and I have no choice, and I'm going to this trance. And eventually, that's where they have what you call seances, which you have by the fake seers, you know, and this whole, especially Hollywood, they sit in a circle, they nod me with the guy who makes the seance falls asleep, and he talks in his sleep. And the thing over there, that's the chachmas, or other things come in voices that you hear or whatever it is, while the guy himself is sleeping. Because he talks only when he sleeps. So that somehow they understood. You might Rabbeinu spell that. Okay. And he tells to him that the Benishlam, you're starting up with the people that even with the Benishlam had to curse, he didn't curse. What was that now? Oh, Akko, he was. Even by Shimon and Levi, when they did an Akko, they did something that the Yagam Ravine was against, but he never cursed them. He cursed Akko. Their anger should be cursed, but not them. That's right. And that was the thing he goes, okay. And he's jealous of them, and now he's talking about Shimon Shishon. You know, if I'm going to die, like a Balak, I mean, it's a thing there with the shikit, or whatever it is that. Anyway, that's what the Benishim told him. So this he had no choice about. Benishim threw the block into his mouth, and this is what you got to tell him. It ain't going to help you. Stop fighting. Thank you. It doesn't help with your Balak either. Well, so let's go somewhere else. We'll try it again. Okay. Tries it again, it doesn't make the second time. And again, the Balak is very expected, but he doesn't want to be disappointed to a certain extent. Even though he's going to get angry when he hears it. But he says, Madiba Hashem, like Rashi says, he's making fun of him. Like, in other words, okay, what does God have to say now? You know? Something like that. So the first thing he told him is, eventually, once he promises off, he isn't going to do it. And he doesn't see anything here. I think the Shaila, exactly what it means, and I think I have a little bit different maybe because of what I've seen in the world and does. Always he says, always what Yishka about Yechel Tevach, it's a whole bunch of mitzvahs you do in the day. Whatever it is, you do a tremendous amount of mitzvahs before you do anything. So, you know, it's true. It's true. I want to say even I used to daven so fast with the hour start at 6 o'clock. Sometimes. Shiur was not in, I wasn't working Shiur. So we daven with the first meeting. The first meeting was a very big meeting. Not from this side. It was for people coming in from the borough, from the what we call it, the suburbs. I know it's coming into the city to work, so they had to leave early and get to the city, but I mean, they couldn't daven before them. It's the winter time, so they had to daven on the east side or something. They found a place to daven on the east side. So I was daven at 6 o'clock. So it was perfect. So the person to get up 4 o'clock, 4:30, something, whatever it is, to go into work. Right now, I could sleep another hour if I don't have to go daven when the hour started. I could start out work and go leave down at 7, so I could have got up first at 6 or something like that. And if we come to daven, and we got a batin, I would come and I would save and before we could come down beliefs and stuff like that. I guess their jobs were that you didn't, you need a suit or whatever it is. They would come and that, and they still came to daven, and he without that jacket. go to the yeshivas where you wear a hat and jacket, but they don't come to daven. So what's the yichus? Over there, here you have guys that you're gonna make fun of. They went to YU, they went to this and to that. And you're not mechabed them, and yet they're coming to davening. You're not coming to davening. So what's shot? People stay learning. Whatever the one thing is packed into their head. Before you go do for yourself, you gotta talk to God. That's the first thing you gotta do in the morning. Okay, so we gotta go talk to God. We talk to davening. So if they get up like an lion, everybody, the smallest to the biggest, doesn't make a difference. That they get up, they know they have to talk to the nation before they go to work. Anyway, he didn't like that one either, and he finally puts him in third place. Third place is my table. That was here. Ilama. Realizes that God doesn't like what he's the cursing. He doesn't want to like that you want to beat him up. How is he going to fool God? I don't think he fooled God, but I guess you can't get angry at something that sounds good. Something like that. So what he's going to do is he's going to give a klal of Lashon Brach. You find in the Gemara, Brach is for Lashon klal that you have a few times in the Gemara. You have the one is when Rebbe sent Shimon to get a bracha from two Talmudim that came over there, and they told him you should plant and not cut, not reap. So he came back and he told his father, they cursed him. They said, no, they gave you a bracha. You don't understand. They told you to have children, they shouldn't die in your lifetime. That's what he told you. Right? But obviously, I feel what types they're telling you. But mindset, it's you have to understand. So obviously, you can make a bracha, a Lashon Klal. Why would I do that? That also. I don't know if I'm talking to them or not. But the shadow is, why would someone do that? When it says, you know, bracha, let's start with what you got to do with Lashon Klal. I got to sneak with past so something like that. You see, you got that something don't want you to have a bracha. So one way I can do that is I'll pretend it's a klal, and that way it gets through, and really it's a bracha. So therefore, I have no idea if I'm right or wrong, but the mindset it makes sense. So it could be. So here he's trying to sneak left the same way. He's going to give him a klal, the version of a bracha. Ben was looking at the thing, it's not a klal, it's a bracha. It's not a klal, it's a klal. And yet, everyone was Mekuyim except one. The one that was not Mekuyim was Peyואel Ya'akov. And that's what it says here. How do you know only one? Because it says, one klala became a bracha. It's the only one that became a bracha. All the others were klalas. Let's understand what they are. I'm not going through all of them, just one of them. Shiva asked, that's the call. So, there are two mothers. One of them, it's Rabbi Yechon in both places. Rabbi Yechon says, Yaakov is sure the tents were opposite each other, but the Pesach of the tent was not opposite. So there could be no, can't see into the other guy's house. No, it's a secret. It's private. Gave you privacy. So it's a wonderful thing. So he was inspired. That's one shot. The other one is he sees from the bracha, you see the call of what he meant. He meant the destruction of the body, he meant the rest, and the Russia is the quiet Israel by Peyואel because he praised the houses, he meant them to destroy. Yeah, but how do you destroy them? Where's the destruction? Where's the clover? Said Peyואel Ya'akov. It's a wonderful thing. He said, you didn't say clover. She said, that's the clover. You guys got beautiful houses. You don't need yeshivas. You don't need shalom. Your house will teach you how to be good. That's the thing. So you don't need this stuff. So that's the case. You destroyed it with the that was his cover. That was that it was in the 20s, 30s, that's how the Balak thought. You don't need yeshivas. Maybe a commentator here teach you not. I'd say Kaddish so past that, I don't need them to be good guys. I taught them, I told them about stocking, I told them about this, I told them about that. Blessed one day up. Until their sons became Mamzer and all the other things that became gone. About the first one, it worked for them. That's how you would have destroyed it. And we see it's certain until this, that's what happened. And then he says, and Rashi says also, and he says like this, that you should be like cedars. Cedars are very big, tall trees. I mean, you see real big ones. The sequoias, they call it in California, the sequoias. I think they're also palm trees. Regular pine tree, but the cars go through them. They built the road to remove the tree. So they built the road through the tree. That's how big the tree is. It's bigger than this house. So you have to build while you get through. You can't take it away. So you do that. So obviously, so your sequoias. Wasn't those if that was out running, but yes, I never saw the seeds of underneath us. I can't tell you how big they are. But it says Rashi brings down that the clover of Achia Shiloimi is better than the bracha of Billow. What is the clover of Achia Shiloimi? The cloud you saw should be like a reed. Not like a tree, like a reed. What's the matter? What's the soul of the reed? You know, a peanut, right? But what happens with the peanut? When the wind blows this way, peanut bends. Goes that way, the peanut bends. When the wind stops blowing, peanut back up. That's the thing. So cloudy soul is always getting up again. And the areas, the big seed is good, but if the wind blows the right way, you're out of it. You break it down. Why do I know the roots of evergreens are all compacted in little patches like this, which is directly underneath it. So as soon as the wind can hit it the right way, it's going to be able to bend it, will pull it out of the ground. A regular tree you can't pull it out of the ground because the roots are so deep. They ruin the sidewalks. They give them figure. They go way down. There's no way you can rip it out. You can break the tree in half, but you can't get rid of the roots. You can't rip it out. But an atlas can be ripped out by the roots. And that was the clover. Now the Shabbat looked beautiful, very nice here, but that fall down real fast and stuff like that. And that one remained. Yeah, okay. But anyway, but Balak took this as Parshas. He was very upset about all these things. So and he tells them, okay, I'm going to give you any cover, run away, stuff like that. Okay, Bilam is not out to do nothing. He's out to make some money anyway. So he's going to give him an 8, even though I got him on leaving. But tell you, I'm even charging you now. I'll collect on my way back. That's it's going to get killed later on. But I'm going to tell you what these guys are going to do. Yachis Hayam. What are they going to do? And they're going to beat you up. The pasuk is very interesting. Yidorach Checha v'Yaakov become Shevet Yisrael. Mochatz Parasei Moyav Yikarka Kol B'nei Shesh. Not coming over. Hold the Torah sometimes goes when you're They're sometimes called Bnei Noach. The Bnei Enosh. We also have was an Enosh when we Rishayim. He wants to talk about all of Rishayim, was Bnei Enosh. He wants to talk about the normal Bnei Noach. Bnei Adam is already a choshev, you're somebody. Bnei Adam, or the Bnei Sheish. Never heard of that expression. Why do you call this Bnei Sheish? The whole word Bnei Sheish. He said it's comparing the difference between Ya'akov and Sheish. The whole world, it comes out of the first 10 days of each one, because this opening the world comes out of Noach. So then any one of the 9 of the world comes out of every one of them. Right? So therefore, it's you can call me anyone you want. Why would I call you Bnei Yanish? Because they eat diabetes. Call you Adam because he was why would I call you Yanish? I mean, Sheish. Sheish is the only one, not the first, is the only one that is Chitzonius was a giant. By Nivro, the Talmeino, the Talmud, the News, the Talmud, like it says, called Sheish. They looked like Ogamalisha. And the thing over there, but his son was an normal person. That's what the Kohen says, the Avodah Zarah, the world started in Enish's time because he was a shrimp compared to everybody else. And he was looking at them, and obviously I'm a little nobody, and these guys are giants, like what they call. So I have to serve them stomach. So you can serve anything that had something in the world that was bigger than the Mazolis, everything beyond that he didn't understand, he served. So there was a soul star with him and everything else was started for that reason. But it shows you a weakness in Sheish. He could not produce like himself. In other words, so if I would put it in Boteche Kibara, be Teiche is not like Bara. In other words, if Bara looks like somebody, but Teiche, he can't produce that. He's a nobody as far as this Teiche is. As compared to Ya'akov, who is the only one of the others that was able to produce 12 children, the all tzaddikim, and everything else there. In other words, everyone had their own market, their own Avodas Hashem, and their own what do you call it? And therefore their perfection in themselves. So therefore you're taking perfection against imperfection. The rest of the world is taking a drug, and yes, we have the only tick-tick and there is in the world. So that's as far as that looks. A couple of minutes here. Yeah. Anyway, it says, what was the means he gave them? He gave them how to get their result. How did they do it? He did it with very simple. You have to catch it, but he had 200,000 troops. That's what it comes out. The number was 176,000. 140 to take out because they didn't try to post the result. But 176,000 people showed the post with the result, which was my best. Now, what does that mean? 176,000 control people control themselves not to bother with so. So I think the chat is the way the Medrash explains the story that the brother Dylan advised him to do. He said these people love linen, open up linen stores and we're going to do other results. And this is how it describes. It doesn't tell you what happens. I'm going to tell you what happens. They came to the store, and the store is like you have the food stores. You know, you have an outside fruit and you have stuff inside the food. Outside the fruit, 3 pounds for $1. So that 3 pounds for $1. Okay, that's what we have. Inside, $5 a pound. The jump is stick outside, right? But the prices look nice. So therefore, you want to hear, I'm here, you got me ready on that price. Now I'm by you ready. I'm asking you what way to put your stuff, though. go inside. I go inside, and I'm thinking, should I still find out what the house will be able to keep it in? Maybe it's better than other places. I don't know what the guy does, but obviously they do stuff that way, right? The same thing with the women's schools. Outside, they have an old lady sitting with the poor cook, the quality. Came along the yid and looks around. He loves linen. Don't listen, we got the linen from him. He loves linens up, Bill, and he goes, they got even better. Inside, we got a big store with fancy stuff and a beautiful girl. And the girl starts talking to him, and he says, "Stop calling, you hate us, you want to kill us, you do this." And I tell her to a poor yid, "What's he going to tell you? Raising me? I'm a kid, I don't want people." And stuff like that. And the girl starts crying and whatever it is there. And all of a sudden, she's on you. This is my edition. How do you get this nurse? How do you get over this other? You get because she's crying, calling your names, to keep you away. And the she started crying, and all of a sudden uses your chest as her crying, when she's crying, putting that on the shoulder. That's put your head on the shoulder. What's the normal reaction when you have someone put your head on the shoulder? No, please stop crying. Please stop crying like a little kid. So you hug me already. Now you hug me goes that you use the little thing there, and I got to tell you the thing there, that was a little bit. So that's how that too. So and you say maybe you wait for the only saw that people are not nice. That's what basically they did. Now that's true, maybe. But the Chai said it seems to be like a shvach upon Israel. They're not really that big. They don't believe they're not big as well. But they really want to do the rayas, and they couldn't do it without being the liar or fake or this. They have to claim it being not big as well. I said, no, it's a tiny claim. So that doesn't make it. So you guys want to do another disorder. I mean, all you want to do is you tithe it. And you're even willing to go out with disorder to justify it. You should give that to them. And 24,000 people they killed, they were different. They were revolutionaries. Now listen, Zimri, what did he do? He brought arms. He didn't do a disorder. He didn't do nothing. He brought arms. And that's what he killed us. Come in and play with, right? One Chumash Shiur Pinchas, which is the true kanoi. First is Shiur. I'd rather be a kanoi. Says, yes, you'd rather be a kanoi. I want to become a kanoi. Shiur is why is Moshe Rabbeinu not the kanoi? Moshe Rabbeinu remembered the halacha. Why didn't he go out? He wasn't a kanoi. Bother him much enough to be, but something's wrong here. I feel I killed this guy, I don't know why. I didn't feel like it. Even if he knows the halacha. Not a happy to a guy who just killed somebody. I killed somebody. Oh, I got a head I could kill that guy. It's not a happy to kill. Be a kanoi. And he came to him. And he killed it. What was the point over here? How did this Chumash Shiur too? When she came and said, because we came, she said, my father told me only to live with the Malach or it's the shame of the Malach. So he says to him, Ani Shem, Moshe Shlishi Rebeten, Ani Sheni Rebeten. So what? So you come from Shem, which is the shame before Rebeten. Right? He's second and you're third. But he's the king and you're nobody. So I shouldn't. In other words, why am I not king? I'm a nice guy. I like to let Moshe want to be king. Okay, Moshe. But really belongs to me. Reuven didn't want it. Reuven doesn't want it. Shimon wants to take it. I'm the Nasi of Shimon. I'm a title. Therefore, I'm the one that's really key. So why don't you make it to him from now? And I felt we have to do sometimes, but the right time hadn't come. I didn't find any weekend. But now, Klal Yisrael came to me, Shimon, and they said, they're killing us. Do something about it. Now I want to make my revolution now. So he made a revolution. That's why. And what did he use? What killed him? The Magefa. The funny thing is, the Magefa went away. So it says that the Magefa came when they started in the Zana, right? That's when the Magefa came. That's the wash. Ancient sent the Magefa from God. So, Harav Hashem, Yisrael, I'm sorry. So I said, Harav Hashem. So Rashi said, what's Harav? He said, Magefa. If they started so easy, they sent the Magefa. I assume they didn't die right away. If they die right away, you have to forget how they died the Magefa. And it says each guy killed 2 guys. Maybe I said nobody died with Magefa right away. They got sick. Right? So they saw there's something wrong. We got to do something. Go down. So they went out and they done these guys to Misa. Right? Yechav Hashem Yisrael, Yom Hashem HaMoshe, Kach is called Rosh Yom, right? So Magefa is going to go away. So they give him a go. Then he came along. And so like, yeah, Mason, my Magefa. Magefa come. It's the same Magefa. Magefa didn't go away yet. Magefa is hanging around to see if you guys can choose what you do the right thing. Now all of a sudden somebody do something else, make a revolution against Moshe, and Magefa will back in. Doesn't make a difference. Magefa is here. And therefore it's just a question of who he attacks at the time. He came to attack the ones who were doing the Balak, but in the end they were doing by Bezdin, didn't need it, just hung around, and he saw it up to the time. This he killed up to 24,000. But you see again this rushing of the nation kills in even numbers. So 176,000 according to Rashi, plus 24 comes up to 200,000 people that were killed on the mice, or at least around that time. And that was so by prayer it was 15,000, but it's the same idea. But you have to have a round number. 76 is a pretty round number to make, but whatever it is, but we want to sit down. Get a shot.
Shabbos.